YouTube, welcome to my channel. Truly appreciate you for clicking on this video. Please like, share, comment, anything that you have to say, whether it be love, whether it be questions, whatever it is, please don't hesitate to comment down below. Today we're talking about just the utilization, the tips and tricks on your utilization with your credit cards, making sure that you understand exactly how to use these. I know there's a lot of myths and not just myths, but horror stories and, credit cards, they'll just get you right into debt, stay away from them, they're the devil, all those different things. But understand that, credit is all about OPM, other people's money. That's what it's all about. And I want to make sure I educate you guys, financial literacy, change that generational curse, and start building generational wealth by giving you the information that you truly need on exactly how to build these credit cards the right way. So let's just jump right into it. Okay, so here is my chart that I pretty much created. Credit card limits: 200, 300, 500, 1,000, 2,500, 5,000, 10,000, right? Okay, so as far as the three credit bureaus go, good credit card utilization target, they say that you can't use more than 30% of your credit cards, right? If you use more than 30% of your credit cards, then it'll hurt your credit score in a negative way. So you want to make sure you stay, at that 30% mark, right? So, a $200 credit card, you don't want to use over 60, 300 over 90, 500 over 150, 1,000 over 300, 2,500 over 750. Your 5,000 is 1,500, and your 10,000 is $3,000. You don't want to go over $3,000. When using these credit cards, anything over, and it's getting reported, it's going to hurt your credit score in a negative way. Now you're probably like, okay, Del, that's awesome. All right, I understand that. That's cool. Thank you. Screenshot. Bing. But you're like, wait, you have a whole nother, what's the third one? This is my sweet spot, or credit sweet spot. This is where you actually should have your credit cards. This is where you are able to put yourself in position to not only stay out of credit card debt, but also make sure that you're able to, use your credit cards the way that you need to. So let me ask you a question before I go over this third one. Every last one of you that's watching this video, I want to ask you a question and be serious about this. You can write it down in the comments or write it down, in your notes that you're taking, or hopefully that you're taking right now. What is it that you want to do with your credit? Okay, let's say you have no more negative items. Your credit score has been built. You're up to 730, 740, but not just that, but your credit profile is very strong. You have a couple of credit cards, maybe a couple of personal loans, maybe a car note and some things like that. So your credit profile is very strong and you have that credit score, no negative items. What are you doing with your credit score? What are you doing? Like, what are the goals? Is it a car? Is it a house? Most people say they want to get their first house. That's why they're building their credit. Most people, they want to do real estate. They want to start their business. They want to do things like that, right? So just hold that in your mind. Whatever it is that you truly want to do with your credit, once it gets to the point where you need it to be, hold that thought, all right? 10% of your credit score, all right? So that's where you want to keep these credit cards. If you want to see increases in your credit cards and you want to be looked at by the three credit bureaus and the bank and lenders as someone who's very trustworthy, right? So $200, you only want to spend 20, right? $300, you only want to spend 30. 500, you only want to spend 50. 1,000, $100. 2,500, you only want to spend 250. 5,000, you only want to spend 500. 10,000, you only want to spend $1,000, right? Okay, so listen. Even though I have these broken down, I had to break them down for the 10%. But what I tell people is, if you right here in $1,000, what I tell people, even if you have $1,000 credit card, you don't want to spend over $30, $40. Now you're probably like, whoa, Dale, whoa, hold on, what are you talking about? I have this credit card, it has $1,000 on it, it has $2,500 on it, and you're telling me you only want me to use $40, $50? What? Why? Well, again, that question I just asked you, what is it that you want to do with your credit? Was it a house? Was it a car? Was it real estate? Start a business, right? Was it any of those things? Okay, so if it's any of those things, tell me. You have $1,000 credit card right now, right? $1,000 credit card. 30% of $1,000 is $300. What can you do with $300 right now? I'll give you 3 seconds to figure that out. What can you do with $300 right now? Okay, did you have your answer? All right, so listen. That answer that you have, you probably say gas, probably get some food, probably get some utilities, some things that you need around the house, knickknacks, what? Right. Great answers. The real answer is nothing. You can't get nothing with $300. Now you're probably blown away like, whoa, what? What do you mean? Well, again, that question I asked you, what is it that you're trying to do with your credit? See, I'm trying to change your mindset. I'm trying to bring you out of the consumer and put you into the business. I'm not saying that you want to start a business. Everyone doesn't want to be a leader. Everyone doesn't want to start a business. I understand that. But when it comes to credit, you got to have that business mindset. Why? Because when you said, okay, Del, I want to get a house. Okay, so you got $1,000 credit card and you can spend $300. Can this $300 get you your house? Can it get you your car? Can it get you into that business that you're trying to start up? Is it enough capital to put on top of your business that you want to start? No. So then that's the reason why you only want to use 10%, $40, $50. Because the goal is not to have $1,000 credit card, right? So that's why I put this in here. Now, you have a $10,000 credit card, right? A $10,000 credit card, and now you can use $3,000, 30%, $3,000 on that card now, right? Okay, so what can you do with $3,000 right now? I'll give you 3 seconds. See, now the wheels are turning, right? Now you're thinking about things like, oh man, there are so many different things I can do now. Those groceries you say you can do. Well, now you can buy groceries for the entire block. You got a deep freezer. You can fill that up. You can fill your mom deep freezer up, your cousins. You fill everybody deep freezer up with this $3,000. Gas, well, you got $3,000. Depending on what you driving. I mean, you got gas for the next, 6 months to a year, maybe even 2. It just depending on what you driving. So again, it's all about that mindset, understanding. Also, home, people who are trying to get a home. You say you want a home, that's a down payment on your house. And you're probably like, whoa, $3,000. I don't know what kind of house you think I'm getting, for $3,000. Listen, again, OPM, other people's money. I didn't say that this $3,000 was going to get you into that home. I said this was money that you can put down. That's money that you can use. That's money that you can use up to $3,000 on this $10,000 credit card to put down on your house with whatever money that you already have. Let's say you have 2, 3, 4 of these credit cards that have $10,000 on them. Okay, what is 3 times 3? That's 9. That's $9,000. $9,000 that you're putting down because you built 3 credit cards up to $10,000. You see what I'm saying? So now, that's why I say you want to stay in the sweet spot, but also you don't want to run these credit cards up on assets. Now, I understand that, okay, maybe you're paying bills on them and you put the money back on with, okay, that's fine. That's completely fine. But what I'm saying is, if you want to stay out of debt with credit, stay within $30, $50. You have a $200, you only want to use $20. You want to stay low on these credit cards until you get to the goal that you really want. So before you get your credit cards, put that goal in your mind. What is it that I'm getting? Why am I building my credit? For what reason? I want you to write that down and post it all over your house so you can see it everywhere. Because when you walk out the house, you're not going to go spend that credit card on some assets, on some Jordans or on some shoes or something. You're going to build it up so that you can get to that house with that credit, OPM, other people's money. I truly hope that this is helping someone. I'll figure something out. I just want to give you guys one more tip. Just one more tip that I was thinking about. And I know why. The people that I watch, on YouTube, they have a little flip thing where you can just flip it over and get it, and just get straight to the next one. But I'm just gonna do this real fast, okay? So the thing that I wanted to show you guys is, okay, so Del, you're saying, that I can only use $3,000 on that $10,000 credit card, right? So you got that $10,000 credit card, right? And you're saying I can only use $3,000 on it, right? Right? but I just told you, that, and then 1,000 for the 10%. But I just told you that, I want to do real estate. There, I want to do real estate. Like, I need something that's going. I need a $8,000 play. This real estate that I want is $8,000, right? I need $8,000 off this credit card. You can do that. Okay, there's two things you need, right? There's two things you need in order to do this play right here to get this $8,000, okay, off this credit card. One, you need the due date of your credit card. CC is credit card, right? Then you need the statement date of this credit card. CC is credit card. You need the due date and the statement date of the credit card. So let's say that you did this play, you needed this money, let's say February 15th, right? February 15th, right? So on February 15th, this is when you needed it. So you find out that your statement date, your due date, let's say your due date is February. Let's say your due date is February 10th, and your statement date is February 14th, right? Your statement date, your due date, statement date, SD is statement date, okay? It's February 14th, your due date is February 10th. So you need that money on the 15th. So what I would tell you is after that statement date, the 14th, I usually tell people, okay, look, wait a couple of days, just to make sure that they get that out there just in case. So I would say wait until maybe like the 17th. On the 17th, take out that $8,000 on that credit card on the 17th. Now, you have, because remember, your statement date is every month on the 14th. So you have, about 30 days. A little bit under 30 days, depending on, what month it is. You have about 28, 27 days to get this credit card, this $10,000 credit card. You use $8,000. You have 27 days to get this down to $3,000. So you got to put at least $5,000 on this credit card. $5,000 on this credit card by that statement date. Right? Of course, you got to pay something on the due date, the minimum balance on the due date, but you have until the statement date to get that $5,000 on there, so you can get it back down to $3,000, so it's not hurting your credit score. This is a legal finesse. I call this a legal finesse because basically what you're doing is you just don't want the credit bureaus to know that you're doing this. The bank is going to see it, right? The bank is going to see it, and they're going to love it if you're able to put this money back in there. It's the credit bureaus that you don't want to see this. Whatever is being reported, right? Whatever is being reported, whatever is on your credit card, the date that they do that statement date, the day that they send that statement off, the banks, when they send those statements off, the date that they send that off, that is what the three credit bureaus is going to see. That is what they're going to, base your credit on, whether they, increase it or decrease it. So you want to make sure that you get that $5,000 on there by the 20. Again, depending on the dates you take it out, you got about 26, 27 days to get that money back on there. Okay. So again, what I tell everyone, it only takes one person. Only one person to really sit down and say, no, not no more. I'm changing the narrative. I'm changing my mindset. I'm breaking these generational curses. I'm building generational wealth. I'm reaching out to Del because it's time to Delivate my life. That means put Del inside of your life and build this, right? Build this. It only takes one person to do that. Only one person to say that. Credit is all about OPM, other people's money. Other people's money. That's what it's all about, and that's what I'm here to educate and teach you on. I truly hope that you all enjoyed this video. Please please share it. Share this video. I'm telling you, this is some fire information. Please share it. Comment down below. I thank every last one of you. I bow to you all. Thank you so much for watching this video. Let's get it.